If your lawn looks anything like this right now, don't worry, because this is actually my lawn and it looks like that as well. I'm gonna show you exactly how I'm preparing my lawn for spring so it comes back greener, thicker, and healthier this season. Let's dive in. Before doing anything, I like to just take a nice little stroll around the yard and I like to see what's going on. I'm gonna be looking for thin areas, I'm gonna be looking for some damage, I'm gonna be looking for disease, just anything out of the ordinary that I can see and how I can handle that in the situation. Sometimes winter can leave behind compacted soil, dead grass, or even leaves on the lawn that are also gonna kill the grass, and some snow mold or disease. Here's what you can do to fix those things. To fix that, we're gonna just start with a basic spring cleanup. So we got sticks, we wanna pick these up. We wanna get our leaves picked up as well. Any debris, got some rocks that snowplow shoved into the yard, wood chips, anything like that, big decaying matter. We wanna get that off the yard and get it open up, get the oxygen down, get the sunlight down to those roots to get those activated and growing again. We have these areas that are laying down like this. You can touch them, they're soft, and we wanna do a very light rake because what we wanna do is we wanna relieve the saturation and compaction of these spots. Because with that saturation, that can be room for disease to kind of grow in there if these grass roots never dry out. So we wanna open these up just a little bit, very lightly, so that sunlight reaches down again and dries that out. The next thing I'm gonna be looking at is the local weather reports or maybe the soil temperature reports, because I don't wanna do anything to my lawn until the soil temperature hits 50 degrees, because that's when those grass roots activate and start to take in nutrients. If you do anything before that, it's really not gonna do any good. It's gonna sit there and you could even be wasting money. How do you check your soil temp? Air temperature is not always equal soil temperature. An accurate reading I like to go by is the MSU Greencast soil temperature reader. They produce live temperature ratings of your soil based off where you live, and therefore you know when it's optimal to start fertilization on your lawn. So let's talk first lawn treatment. We have our soil temp at 50 degrees. What we're gonna do now is focus on our first fertilizer treatment of the year. That treatment is gonna consist of a low nutrient analysis usually, but we wanna really care about that pre-emergent herbicide application. That's gonna really prevent our broadleaf weeds, our grassy weeds from coming into the lawn and taking things over later in the season. So why is the pre-emergent important? Well, that pre-emergent can stop weeds before they even start to come up through that grass layer and affect you long-term later in the season. It's still gonna allow them to germinate, but once they germinate, it's gonna kill them and stop them from actually sprouting up out of the ground. Your first mow of the season. A lot of people just go out and mow right away after their fertilizer treatment. You do wanna wait on that as well till it usually warms up a little bit more until your grass is actively growing to mow. The other important thing about mowing, make sure you go with a sharp mower blade. If you have a dull blade that can rip out grass, open the tips of those grass blades up, leaving room for potential for disease to spread through that grass blade. That was my 5 steps that I'm doing on my lawn this year to prepare it. Doing these 5 steps can greatly impact your lawn and give you success for this season to come. Thank you.